Okay, I know our usual our usual person that makes the amazing starting videos has not been able to do it yet, so you got a impromptu one from me. We welcome to the first Owlet, Illuminated Owlet Society, Unwrapped, with Patricia Harris and my beautiful sidekick Cassie. Say hi, guys.
Hi.
Hello.
Oh, not Cassie, but Patty, I'm going to bring you up. Please tell us about your children's books.
Well, all of my children's books started out as bedtime stories for my daughter. The first series, Pip the Pup, was literally just a story I had told her, and then I wanted to put it to book form. And then the bedtime tales versions, again, stories I told her. And then it just kind of evolved from there. The one in question today is like the third in the bedtime tales, and this one actually never was a story for her, but it was the last one written along those lines. She asked me to write a story about a couple of little gnome boys, and I did. She hasn't even read it yet. She's got a copy of it, and she just hasn't gotten around to reading it yet. But that's pretty much it. And I just haven't stopped writing the kids' books yet. It's fun.
This lovely girl, since her brother has picked the last two of the books we've been getting, I asked her which one she wanted of the Patricia collection. And she went through all the ones I had pictures for, which is, well, basically the whole entire set of the everything. And she chose that one. And I enjoyed beta reading it. It was awesome to finally read a kid's book that was like for something other than like counting about gnomes. So I really enjoyed it, and I look forward to us actually sitting in one of our favorite reading places and reading the book later. Did you want to add anything?
I have one thought going through my head right now.
Okay, and what is that?
I want to head by the window.
Okay. No intrusive thoughts. Okay. I had cut it to get it started so we can open it. And we are going to find the ones that has my name and Cassie's name. Okay. First one has my name. And since the others are not here, we're just going to leave them in the book. Not the book, but the box. And we are going to open it. And as Cassie takes her stuff out, let's talk about what she gets. Okay. Let's show the camera. There we go. It's multiple pages of an activity book. Please tell us about the Fae Corps activity books.
Well, it's got a couple of mazes. It's got a word search. I tried to put together something fun because I know that would be something I'd want to get. A couple of coloring options, stuff that wouldn't be necessarily too hard for the younger kids, but wouldn't be boring for the older kids, too.
Ooh.
The crossword puzzle, the answer guide is in your
she sent us 2 gnome coloring pages. I don't know if you can see them well. But yeah, Okay, pull out the next thing, baby girl. I think there's something attached to that.
Sid, let me pull you out, dang it.
Ooh, a pen or a pencil.
It's a pencil. It's one of those multiple tip ones. My daughter said that was the coolest kind ever, so I thought maybe the kids would think so too.
Ooh, Fae Corps bookmark.
It's
And
a
show-
book and it's a hat.
Please show your hat on the camera.
Tag of Schumann. And it will be my hat from now on. Oh, I said stop.
It is an interactable book.
Hey.
So get back on my head.
So, okay. Now that we have gnomes everywhere. Now, what do you think about having gnome books to read?
We would be proud. Yucker, get back.
She couldn't say G. Well, she couldn't, generally say the word granny. So she says Gwee. And it's just become her name now in our house. Gwee for granny. So we have gnomes everywhere, thanks to Granny. And it's going to be fun reading a gnome book with Granny.
I know for a fact when I show Rita, she will be like, why didn't I get one?
Terrible. Ooh. Okay. That is a special note. And extra pages.
I figured the extra coloring pages you would like.
Oh, yeah. Martha and I will enjoy coloring them, definitely. Oh, some of your beautiful creations. And a bookmark. This is why
Yeah, because Mom's got to have a bookmark too.
Oh, there are so many Gnomblies and a magnet.
Yes, a
Not
magnet.
But so many owls. There we go. The green owls. I have gnomes on the brain. Do you have any idea how many I bought? Look at that beautiful owl. Serenity Studios, her the place where she makes all these beautiful resin arts, is awesome. She makes so many amazing things. I never thought about having a magnet before. These are lovely. Tell us about your beautiful resins, please.
Well, I do them for fun, and my studio does not have electricity. So normally I do during the summer because I do not have the ability to heat or control the temperature. This summer it has been absolutely too hot to deal with the studio, so I haven't been able to get out there and do anything. Which is why you did not get the pink. You got other colors instead.
Well, that's so great. I'm just grateful you sent the pink dragon in the last box. You saw what happened with that. That became a character in a game and a story and everything.
Yeah.
We have enjoyed reading Patty's books. We have read the Pip the Pup one so many times that my lovely little 3-year-old little munchkin, he keeps changing what number block he is at any point of the day. Dante has been able to repeat it back to me on each page as he went through it on my lap the other day. And it was like, yeah, I didn't realize we read it that many times. Thought process at that point. what has been your favorite thing about writing for kids?
Honestly, kids like Dante, the ones that do actually enjoy it. The stories were never meant for, the kids' books were never meant for to make me money. They were never meant to be big sellers or anything like that. They were meant for the kids. They were meant for enjoyment. And if even one kid comes back and goes, I enjoyed your story, I did something right. And I did something right. Because at least one kid enjoyed my stories.
And we definitely do. And the cool part is she has put it in the large font that makes them great for beginning readers when they first start trying to read chapter books. And that, I love that. And look at these beautiful little chapter headers. That is wonderful. And then you have, I don't know which of the little boys it is for this one. I can't remember.
I'd have to look. I think that one is. I'm wanting to say that one's Kyle.
And Buddy.
Yep.
What do you think about the book? Okay, it's probably going to become another one she sleeps with. It's going to be fun.
That means that I did something right, because if she enjoys it, then again. Because that means that somebody enjoyed it. That's the whole point of it. That's the books were never meant to be something that people worried about owning. It was supposed to be something people enjoyed. They were supposed to be pleasure. And I think too many people forget that. And I don't like the fact that so many people forget that.
Well, in school, it feels like it becomes a chore for some of them.
Yeah.
And then they make you
And I think that's why. Yeah. I think that's why so many people say they hate reading, because it becomes a chore.
Oh, yeah. They make you read things that are weird to some kids. It's not their type of tea. Because not everybody's going to like reading the Hatchet, or not everybody's going to want to read the Dragon books by Anne McCaffrey, or they're not going to always like Wrinkle in Time. It's so hard with the type of material. They want you to read a wide range of material, and then you get where it's hard for some kids to read, or it's just something they do because they don't have a choice. And then you have the other kids that are like, okay, sure. And then they'd rather have the quiet reading time. It's hit and miss. I'm just
One of the teachers I had, she was an amazing teacher, okay? 10th grade, and it was creative writing. And what she did is we had one day each week that was nothing but reading time. And she told us she didn't care if we brought in comic books for our reading material, or if we brought in classic novels, 500 and some pages, as long as we were reading. We had certain books that we had to get through according to the curriculum. And as long as we did those books, she didn't care if we did for the rest of the year comic books or any other book, as long as we were reading. I'll never forget her and her class, because that class, a lot of kids that were struggling with reading liked it again because of her attitude. And that meant a lot, you know?
That's why we get a wide range of books. The illustrated, reader digested, like novels that they have of like Gulliver's Travels or whatever, the classics. And then we'll get Bad Guys, which are graphic novels. And then we'll have Scooby-Doo comic books. And then some of them, because they'll have to have them later, I have like regular copies. But I also want them to have the type of reading material they'd rather do.
Yeah.
I think my sidekick is more talkative when it's her video games. When she does her video game videos, she likes talking on those.
But any other time, I'm socially awkward. Like, get the frick away from me.
That's okay. I think you're in a group of very socially awkward people. That's why we have our own little group of friends.
Yes.
But thanks to Jen
and socially awkward is okay.
Social anxiety.
Figure that out as you go. Some of them are working on it. It's a find your special group of people type of thing.
Wait 1 sec, I'm gonna pull a Harry Potter moment.
It is now a woman. And are you Voldemort?
Yes.
Okay. Her impression of Voldemort. But yeah.
Now I have a Tommy Cross moment going through my head.
Dude, we will talk about Call Me Yours later. Yeah, I've never done an Unwrapped all by myself, and then I brought her along because she picked the book. So yeah, this is our weirdness. So yes,
it works.
What is the one thing?
Honestly, socially awkward actually makes a lot of sense in the book reading world if you think about it. None of us are meant to be social people. That's why books exist.
Exactly. So we have a reason to not go out in the world. Okay.
Stop running away.
She completely and totally loves the gifts. I'm going to ask this question at one point. Is there going to be activity books or like a coloring book coming out soon?
I'm still working on it. I'm having trouble getting the coloring book idea done the way I want it because of the fact that it feels like I can't quite get the pictures the way I want them. I can't get the pictures to where people can color on it and it not be already pre-shaded. Once I figure that out,
might have to
I've got
the lines darker.
Maybe.
Because I haven't tried yet. I was going to try like printing off a pinned in version of one of the pictures and see if that works. Of one of ours that we drew. That could be a thing we try.
Okay. Because the pictures in the books, the publisher made them dark.
Yes.
Let's see if I can get it to
There we
be
go.
seen. The publisher made them dark. They weren't dark like that. The backgrounds.
They were on a white piece of paper, if I remember correctly.
Yep. So when I put them on the screen over here on the computer, they're white. But when I send them through to the publisher makes them shaded. So I'm not sure how to go about making them to where they don't look shaded in the image on the paper when it prints. And once I figure that out, I can do an activity book easily.
In the other ones, like the anthologies, I have found the backgrounds are lighter in the ones that have the darker lines. That's why I suggested, like, Ron's, and I cannot say her name for the life of me. That lovely lady, or was it Vonnie Winslow Christ? Her stuff with the darker lines, it didn't end up as shaded. If anyone watching has a comment, please add so we can learn.
Yeah, because I know hers, she does incredible inking work on hers. So, Roanne does poetry and she does stories usually. It's usually Bonnie that does the artwork in the anthologies. So
their stories were, well, their art, Bonnie's art was right next to Ron's picture. That's why my brain probably mixed it up. So we could ask them.
Yeah. Maybe.
I'm okay.
Well,
please don't breathe the water.
Yeah, no choking, please.
You're not a real life mermaid. You're only a mermaid in our games.
I might not be a mermaid, but a helicopter.
Yes. I don't know. She keeps changing what she is daily.
I'm a mermaid fishydactyl. I mean, not. I'm a helicopter fishydactyl, I meant.
Alrighty.
I'm a pterodactyl with a fishtail and helicopter blades on my back.
That would be an interesting thing to see. Please draw it and send it to us.
That really would.
I don't know how to draw that, but I could probably make it on Pixar.
So do that. Yes, she has been practicing on the digital art thing on her tablet, like picking different pictures and trying to draw them, and the replicas are turning out really great. So
first,
yeah,
I made Kara from Undertale. Then my Gotcha character, then Sophie's Gotcha character, then I made Frisk from Undertale.
That's
neat.
Awesome.
That is awesome.
And at one point, she made Raz's Riker character as well.
I did?
Yeah, on the Gacha Life thing.
Oh yeah, I did.
That will show up in my Friday group later at some point. I know I scheduled it at some point, but yeah, if she likes it, she's gonna learn how to draw it. I found.
that's a lot of how I have taught myself what I actually do know about art is I will take a look at a picture and I will try and draw it. Sometimes my version of it doesn't look anything like the picture. Sometimes it does. And then I try and improve what I've done. It has gotten me from drawing stick figures to where I'm at now. And I didn't start off with the talent that Cassie does. So,
That I think about it, I could probably draw Chris from Deltarune.
That would be interesting.
that would be interesting.
Do you play Deltarune?
No, but I've seen ads for it.
What games do you play?
7 Days to Die, Conan. Those are the two I've been playing most recently.
As you can see from the newsletter picture, we love Conan.
Yeah, we my family group has a server that we play on. It's just the family group on there, and matter of fact, I've got it running in the background, Conan.
Okay, cool.
So it's have I what?
Have you read any of the stories?
Some. It's been a few years though.
That's okay. Okay, we have had a wonderful first episode of Unwrapped, Owlet Society. Okay, I'm gonna learn this new title. This wonderful Illuminated Owlet Society Unwrapped. And we have enjoyed Patty. She is always amazing. Her writing's great, and her drawing, we'd love to learn from it. Please tell us where to find you.
The easiest place is look anywhere online for Patty Mouse. That is me. I have most all of the social medias. I have set up Patty Mouse. I don't think I've gotten to a couple of the newer ones, but I have set up Patty Mouse on most all of the older ones, especially. And I am on WordPress at pattymouse.wordpress. So, like I said, it's easy to find me. Or you can look for Fae Corps Publishing. It's not hard to find it.
Yes, it's very easy to find. faecorpublishing.org. I haven't memorized, oddly enough, but it probably isn't that surprising. Cassie, tell us about your YouTube channel.
I upload gaming videos, and I'm almost at 100 subscribers. My name went from not Majestic Robots, Dabrix Play to Majestic Robot, and now Majestic Blueberry, because people keep asking me why he is robot in there. You got to see he doesn't look like a robot. So in my mind, I was like, no, but my friends call my gacha OC a blueberry, so bam, Majestic Blueberry, frick you. Now no one can say anything about my username.
Exactly. You can find me at Friday with the Library in the Blue Box. Friday Blues. This organized library in the Blue Box is the group. I am also on the Corpse Garden Chronicles or just leave a message at Fae Corps, and I will find you there because I help out a lot on the social media there as well. And how about we do something fun, guys? Let's end on our favorite catchphrase. Ending catchphrase.
Oh God.
Okay, there's Cassie. Thanks for coming. Next time we'll have waffles. What about yours?
Thanks for all the fish.
Yes. I love that. Everybody have a great evening. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.